Good morning. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2024. Stocks advanced last week despite mixed inflation data, lurching oil prices, and lingering anxiety about the Middle East. Before we dive in, quick reminder, next week, Thursday, we have our next monthly capital markets update and outlook presentation. We will be live in person at our office. So you are invited to join us for lunch. At this monthly update, we review the positives in the economy and the markets, the headwinds, and what we think it all means for the future. We love your questions and we stay until all questions are answered. The presentation will also be streamed online as well, and the recording will be available on our website thereafter. You can get all the details and RSVP on our website, investwithccg.com. Life is too short to worry about what the next headline could do to your life savings. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan, and I keep my thumb on the pulse of the economy and the markets so my clients can focus on the things that are actually important to them. Thank you for joining me the next few minutes on today's weekly economic video update. The Standard & Poor's 500 index gained 1.11% last week, while the NASDAQ Composite rose 1.13%. The Dow Jones Industrials Average picked up 1.21%, and the MSCI EAFE Index, which tracks developed overseas stock markets, added 0.23%. The 10-year Treasury bond yield moved down slightly to 4.08%, up 11.78% from a month ago, but down 2.86% from 3 months ago, and down 10.92% from a year ago. Remember, as these yields fall, the value of bonds rise. Stocks slipped on Monday as oil continued to rise, but moved higher on Tuesday as the technology sector showed the way. Oil prices fell back as investors took a wait-and-see stance concerning Middle East tensions. The S&P 500 and Dow Industrials hit fresh record highs on Wednesday, but dipped on Thursday morning after the latest Consumer Price Index, or CPI data, showed inflation was warmer than expected. Earnings season kicked off on Friday, and update reports from a few money center banks injected some enthusiasm into the markets. Also, the Producer Price Index, or PPI, report showed wholesale prices stayed flat last month, a welcomed update for investors. All three averages closed higher for the fifth consecutive week. Despite news that showed retail inflation continued to decelerate in September, anxious investors focused on the fact that CPI came in slightly warmer than economists expected for September. Meanwhile, Friday's PPI reading, that Producer Price Index reading, came in slightly better than economists had expected, adding a layer of complexity for the Fed as it evaluates the inflation story. Looking ahead at this week, we have another busy week, keeping our eye on various economic data. Starting off today and tomorrow, we have two Fed officials speaking. On Wednesday, we get a look at import and export prices and the API weekly oil stocks. Thursday is a busy day. We get a look at retail sales, industrial production, the EIA petroleum status report, and weekly jobless claims. And then another Fed official, Austin Goolsbee, is speaking. And then wrapping up the week on Friday, we get a look at housing starts and permits. It is earnings season again, and we've got a number of companies reporting this week. And so you can see a good list of companies here that we're keeping our eye on as they report their earnings and as they report what they see ahead. At CCG, we primarily invest in individual stocks. And this cuts out the many hidden costs that can be found in today's investment products. If you'd like to learn more about our low-cost, fully transparent, and personalized approach, you can visit smartmixportfolios.com. At 2 o'clock today, Central Time, I will be sending out our full update for the week. This update includes more than what I talk about here on Monday mornings, including our very popular weekly tax tip. Did you know that the IRS can revoke your passport if you owe the Internal Revenue Service money? In this week's tax tip, we share what the limit is, we share some exceptions to the rule, and some other details to be aware of. So if this is something you need to pay attention to, or you know someone who does, you're going to want to pay attention to this week's tax tip. Again, this email and everything with it goes out at 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you're not getting this email, you can subscribe at our website, www.investwithccg.com. Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here at Capital Consulting Group, we provide personal wealth planning and fiduciary investment management solutions for individuals, couples, and families. To learn how to see your entire financial situation, both today as well as every year into the future, go to clearfinancialfuture.com and watch the short 2-minute video. To learn how we give our clients' life savings the attention it deserves and to see how we're doing, visit smartmixportfolios.com. And lastly, if you'd like help investing your 401k at work, visit me over at 401kinvestmentpros.com. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.